Good news, my channel has just been monetized. Yeah, as you can see here, I used to be monetized from 2013 to 2018 December. I remember it was in December because I remember thinking they should have waited until December 7th. That's the perfect time to wake up to a sneak attack. Yeah, it was definitely before December 7th. I believe it was December 6th. Yeah, when you first get the channel monetized, they send this out to you, and then you get pinned for your AdSense. I forget what this is for. I think that's how long it took me to reach the first $100 threshold. Alright, now that I'm remonetized, my video should now be higher recommended. That's one of the reasons why I originally got the channel monetized. I remember when they were first monetizing the channels way back when. For the longest time I did not monetize my channel. Too much of a pain in the ass. Didn't want to set that shit up. And it was until I heard that the monetized channels are the ones that get the views, the higher recommended in the search list and whatnot. So that's when I finally joined up on it. So this will really be helping me out now with the N64 challenge. I can save up to get the Clay Fighters Sculptor's Cup. And looking at the prices now, it seems the price on that doubled due to the coronavirus and the stimulus checks going out. So now there's people with the ability to buy it, and with the inflation the prices went up. So I want to get that game sooner than later. So that'll be my first priority with the AdSense checks, is to save up to get that game before it goes even higher than it is. Looking at the prices from just as I started the challenge, December 26, 2019 to today, as you can see the price pretty much doubled. So I want to get that before it goes higher, another doubles again or quadruples. Yeah, I just want to knock out the high price games before they get way out of hand. Now as for the ads, I usually just do what I personally can tolerate when I watch other people's videos. Is I'll put one ad at the front, put one of the text ads that pops up over the screen that you can click off, and one over to the side, and that's it. Now with the last video with the 3 count bout, I couldn't get the ad off the end of the video. I know that gets annoying for me watching other people's videos where you want to go back, rewind to some other part in the video and then the ad pops up. That's annoying. I couldn't get that off on that one. I got to do a little bit more research. I know the to add more ads in the center, it's 8 minutes as opposed to the 10 minutes now. Yeah, I haven't been on monetized for like 2 years now, so a lot of things changed. So I don't know if that's the case. It's got to be 8 minutes, and then I can take off the back end ad. So I got to look into that, and I'll take that off. Yeah, the only time I can tolerate a mid-roll ad is if the video is actually like a TV show with segues going into the break. The only YouTuber that I know that does that is that guy with the glasses, the Nostalgia Critic. Yeah, he sets it up like a TV show where it's 20-minute videos with one in the middle. That I can tolerate. But other videos where they have 50 million fucking ads in the fucking center of the video, that pisses me the fuck off. Notable Worlds of Long Plays, I stay away from his channel. His is too fucking annoying. I go to check a fucking playthrough of a game for one particular part. You start up the video, ad. I go to jump to the part I'm looking for, ad again. Oh, that pisses me off. I try to avoid his fucking videos. So other than that, the ads that I put on my videos, I try not to annoy people too much. Alright, now I haven't done any videos talking about e-bagging. That's real big nowadays. I've been on the platform almost since the beginning. I've probably been here since the first year, but I made an account the second year, 2006. Yeah, I originally joined up to save my favorite videos, which was usually music videos at that time. And then I started to look at gaming videos. I found the Angry Video Game Nerd, found his channel out real quick. His first video I saw was the Chronologically Confused, and I started to look up his other videos, and that's when I subscribed to him. But back then, e-bagging was definitely frowned upon. Unlike today, where it's now accepted. It's only been like, what, not even, when did it become accepted? Looking at the Patreon was 2013, but not even fucking 10, 15 years, less than that. Yeah, that always comes to mind, the Demolition Man review from Red Letter Media, that always bothered me. They said no way people would change that much in that short amount of time. It'd take 100, 200 years for people to fucking change the way they live.
What doesn't make sense is in the span of 30-some years, not only has the entire societal paradigm shifted to everyone being polite and politically correct, but even people who are old enough to be around back in the 90s seem to act as if they never happened.
The movie needed to take place 250 years in the future.
Correct. You have characters like his hard-as-nails police chief who can't understand his caveman ways, yet is clearly old enough to have been alive during his caveman.
He's clearly old enough to understand his caveman ways.
Exactly.
The question is, why didn't they just set it 200 years in the future? It's like they only did it for the sake of he could run into that one guy he used to know. You want as much time in there as possible for the society shift to be believable.
No, I say no. That's we can see that nowadays with just the e-bagging alone, how that the perception changed, the public conscious. Hell, look throughout history, like how did fucking Hitler and the Holocaust happen? That happened in only just a few years, as well as communism and all that shit. Just look up a little bit of history. So for me, there won't be any Patreon here. Now with Patreon, back then it was like, whatever, people are free to do what they want with their money. But my opinion has changed since then because of how it's been used. It's been used manipulatively. Basically, the YouTubers act like the friends of the people who give them money, which they are not. Basically, with how Patreon has been used, it hasn't been used for any good. Well, mostly, like 99% hasn't been used for what they've say it's being used for. So fraud and manipulation is why I won't use it. Like, usually I say the Patreon that keeps these videos going, but that's bullshit. As you can see with my channel, I've been demonetized for like 2 years and I still manage to make videos. Which is why I have this out here. Robert Rodriguez can do videos or movies. He's the guy who, right here, filmmaker with $7,000 made a feature-length movie. El Mariachi. Now he says all you need is a camera and whatever you got lying around. He made this movie with that camera, guitar, a turtle, and he made a movie out of it. And you're telling me these YouTubers can't make their videos with just their camera alone? Yeah, that's the biggest lie ever with Patreon. And as you can see, and looking through their videos, it seems like as soon as they get that money, the quality goes down, the amount of videos they make goes down. Like the Gaming Historian, I don't really watch his, but from what I hear, as soon as he got Patreon, the amount of videos he posts is less frequent. So there you go, fraud, manipulation. I never gave anybody money. Well, through Patreon for nothing, anyway. Now, if they're selling something, like the Angry Video Game Nerd, he sold DVDs, I bought them, got something in return. Yeah, that I don't mind. Sponsorships, I don't, it depends on how sponsorships are done. If they're done right, then I'm okay with sponsorships. Like Hitcock45, now, he gets sponsorships from Guns and Ammo. And usually the first thing people ask in the comments is, where do you buy your guns from? And he usually says, Bud's Gun Shop. Or where does he get his ammo? Federal. Now that I have no problem with, because you would have said the same thing if you were sponsored or not, because he actually uses the things there that he's sponsored with. What I don't approve of with these sponsorships is if they don't actually use it or selling shit. Like fucking Ian and Pat, the NES Punk, how they're trying to, they're used to sell the Dollar Shave Club. As we can see with Ian, he definitely doesn't use that. Now I'll be staying away from those MCNs, those multi-channel networks. Now I think I got email from them way back when I was monetized. I didn't respond to them. Yeah, I know how you can get fucked over by those companies. I remember Walt Disney, he said one of the worst things he done was have his company go public. So you definitely don't want anyone else controlling what you're doing, because you're going to get fucked over. And if you've been watching these people who go on the MCNs, how they're fucked over. Yeah, they'll be controlling shit. Like the Angry Video Game Nerd, I know a lot of people hate all his new stuff now. I'm not too particularly like what he does. Once in a while a good one comes out, but not really. The MCNs do all that shit, so you'll be forced to do videos that you don't want to do, and probably get less money, but people think that they'll give you more exposure, more views and whatnot, but I stay away from them. Yeah, he's also got an excerpt here, Robert Rodriguez. It's good to be self-sufficient in a business where people are used to relying on other people in order to get anything done, because then people realize you can run off and make your own great film without them, and they let you have your way. That's why you need to be educated in all areas of production, if for no other reason, so no one can take advantage of you or give you false information. Yeah, I believe that and I practice that. Yep, so don't get greedy, people. Like Isha Game and how she got fucked over. She was going for a sponsorship, but it turned out to be false, and her channel got hacked. Yeah, don't go give away your password through email or anything like that. If somebody's offering you a sponsorship, go directly to their website. I don't. The sponsorship I'd ever take is someone well known, like Coca-Cola or something like that. You see me with the Coca-Colas in the live streams. Yeah. So nothing would change if I was sponsored, except I'd get a paycheck. That'd be nice. Alright, that's it with the monetization. I hope I said everything, but I probably didn't. Everything I wanted to say. So we'll get into the authentication.
Actually, hold on. Before we go any farther, let's just point out real quick. This thing actually just passed in a test that several people have told us is so insanely pointless as to be meaningless, because nothing could conceivably pass it.
This just passed the test that everyone said the AK would. The AK failed.
Yeah.
Sort of. Got a C minus, C, B plus, whatever. There we go. All right, fired. Failure to feed. I'm going to try and manually remediate it. I'm in battery. Fired. Failure to feed. Hand cycled.
So you were able to get 3 shots off manually cycling.
Manually cycling the gun worked. The gun's running in a manual fashion. If I cycle it and can get it to feed around and then force it into battery by smashing that reciprocating charging handle, we could keep the gun running, but it is absolutely no longer in a semi-automatic fashion. All right, so we got no dust cover. The dust cover is open. I hope that's clear on the footage.
Yep, I can see it. Oh God, now I can't see it.
Literally piled it straight into the hole.
All right.
You guys see that? I can't see it. Let me get the rocks out of the gun. All right, there we go. Ready?
Yep.
5 rounds. Let me keep going. Oh my! We didn't lock open, but the gun functioned. Not one malfunction. Submerged in mud, dust cover closed, dust cover open. This gun summarily, handily beat the AK-47 in the mud test.
Shocking.
Not shocking at all. The reason for this is that this gun is closed from the elements. Even with the dust cover open, the tolerances around the bolt carrier group are tight enough that, generally speaking, debris and filth cannot get in there unless it is completely locked back and open. If you were to have it open like this and poured mud into it, it'd be over. But when it's closed, this gun is sealed. Unlike an AK, in which those tolerances are more open and therefore more reliable, that's actually a kind of a load of crap. The tolerances being tighter on this gun meant that it functioned more reliably, not less.
The misconception people have is they think that having open space inside the gun will allow it to work dirt and mud out of the way. And that might have some legitimacy in when you're not talking about very much gunk being in there.
Yep.
When you've got this much mud, once it gets in, it's all over.
The real answer is to keep the gun sealed, when it's in combat-ready condition, sealed away from the ingress of debris and filth.
Right.
And the AR-15 does an excellent job of that. As we just saw, how many rounds? 20 rounds, no malfunctions, literally submerged in mud.
Well, I can always answer things in the comments if you have any questions. Alright, now this one was, I think, was a temporary blockbuster only, and then eventually got retail, you could buy it. So, not many of these are around there, out. Now it's made from a unpopular movie, and the game is hit or miss, depends on, I was looking on the reviews. Some people hate it, some people like it. I like it. I'd give it like a B- on my ranking. Not as good as Super Mario 64, but I like it. It's above average. Yeah, it's probably showing up for you. I'm looking through the viewfinder, looking for the fuck here. Maybe I can see it now. The initials here. BP. Blues something. Titus. We'll be seeing that at the end of the challenge with Superman 64. Yeah, the other guy who had this had the fucking things. I don't like those things. The stickers, the labels, there you go. And like I said, this was probably a rental. It has the numbers here. And there we go, we got the stamp right there. Yeah, this is not a big game. There's only 4 levels in it. Alright, we got the copyright. There it is, the initials BP. The paint splotch there. Now here's what I got it for. Right before COVID and the stimulus checks went out, so it wasn't too expensive for CIB. $44.77. I got this one while it's relatively cheap. It doesn't show up often. At the time, it probably won't now, knowing its history. Made by an unpopular movie, not too popular game, so I probably didn't sell well. It was a blockbuster exclusive for a short time, so probably not many sold. So while it's relatively cheap, I pulled the trigger on it. I hate to see what it looks like now. I'll probably pop that up on screen here. Yep, here's the box. Now this is probably not a rental box, one of the retail boxes. Or maybe it was. Yeah, it looks like it has the Blockbuster barcode there, but that was ripped off. Yeah, I never seen the movie all the way through. I only saw bits and pieces of it. I did see the original one, the original movie, not too long ago. That one was pretty good. Yeah, I know the catchphrase in the movie for years. Never seen the movie. And also referenced it in other games and movies. Like Earthbound, they referenced the Blues Brothers with that Runaway 5 band. And yeah, so at Chuck E. Cheese, it's weird. They had this slow ride. It was like a car, you know, the shaking fucking once you put a coin in. And it had the, they just kept saying the catchphrase every once in a while. We're on a mission from God. And it also, you took your picture like the Game Boy printer, black and white. I don't think I have that picture anymore. That was years ago, back in the mid-90s. I think they used that catchphrase because the car, they have a big lot of car chases in this movie. Yeah, I like the art style in this game. It takes place in realistic settings, but in cartoon art style, as opposed to into fantasy or medieval stuff like a Super Mario with castles or Banjo-Kazooie. Nope, this takes place in the real world settings. Well, that's pretty much it. Now that I'm monetized, I won't be doing any of the fucking annoying shit like having the cock-sucking thumbnails.
Fucking faggots!
Or having the like, favorite, and subscribe. I don't know where all these people got that. I never got a notice from that when I was monetized. Is it the MCNs telling them to do that, or is it everyone just naturally doing that? That one of the big YouTubers does it and they all do it? Well, I won't be doing that, and I won't be asking for like, favorite, subscribe. That's fucking annoying. I've been here since the beginning. Like, favorite, and subscribe. I never knew that. Thanks for reminding me. No, I know, and that gets fucking annoying hearing that every fucking video. That pisses me the fuck off. Wasted time. Usually on any of these big YouTubers, I just skip to a minute in to get past all that bullshit. So anyway, that's it. I'll see you guys on the live stream.
That's the joke.